Sarah Thompson was an ordinary woman living in a small town in Ohio. She worked long hours as a nurse in a local hospital, barely making enough to pay rent and put food on the table for her 8-year-old son, Ethan. Life had never been easy for Sarah. After her husband left when Ethan was just a baby, she became both mom and dad, juggling 2 jobs, endless chores and sleepless nights. But despite all the hardship, she never let Ethan feel that he was missing anything. Her love was a fortress, strong, unwavering and unconditional. But life has a way of testing even the strongest people. One winter, Ethan fell seriously ill. The doctors diagnosed him with a rare condition that required an expensive surgery. Sarah's savings were nowhere near enough. Insurance barely covered a fraction of the costs, and the hospital bills were piling up. Every night, she cried silently in the kitchen, watching her little boy sleep, wondering how she could possibly save him. Sarah didn't want pity or charity. She wanted to fight. So she took the only path she thought she could handle. She started working double shifts, skipping meals and sacrificing her own health to make ends meet. She even sold her car and borrowed money from anyone she could trust. The town noticed her struggle, but Sarah's pride wouldn't let her ask for help. She told everyone she was managing just fine, all while hiding the fear gnawing at her soul. Then came the moment that shocked the city. The hospital announced a fundraiser for another child in need, and Sarah saw the opportunity. She could have used it for herself, but she didn't. Instead, she volunteered to organize the fundraiser, spending days and nights planning an event to help strangers. Every flyer she hung, every call she made, every penny she helped raise, it was for someone else. Ethan's surgery was still unpaid, but Sarah's heart remained selfless. The night of the fundraiser, the community gathered in the local gym. Sarah was exhausted, barely standing, yet she smiled and handed out tickets, all the while hoping someone would notice her own need. That's when Mrs. Jenkins, an elderly woman from the neighborhood, approached her quietly. "Sarah, we know what you're going through," she whispered. Word had spread quietly among neighbors, co-workers, and friends. The city had been watching, even if Sarah hadn't realized it. By the end of the night, something incredible happened. The community had raised enough not only for the other child but also to cover Ethan's surgery. People brought clothes, toys, and gift cards for Sarah, overwhelmed by the courage and selflessness she had shown. The story went viral on local news, how one single mother's sacrifice, her refusal to ask for help while giving everything to others, had moved an entire city. Ethan's surgery was successful. Sarah cried the first tears of relief she had allowed herself in months. But the story didn't end there. Sarah's selfless